One thing I've also been listening to Dungeons and Daddies podcast. By the way, season 2, Josh, holy crow. Season 2, I didn't think I'd like it because it follows the grandchildren. I'm like, okay, I didn't want to get adjusted, and I wasn't a big fan, but I just kept pushing through. But by midway through the season, wow, it really got dark, and I was starting to feel emotionally attached to some of these characters. It was really crazy.
I have 2 questions about that. Question number 1, is it the same cast, just playing different characters?
They're playing their grandchildren.
Okay. That's interesting that they would have the same voices. And my second question is, do you mean that storyline actually ends at some point?
I don't know. I'm still listening to it.
No, from the first season. The one with the adults.
No, because the grandchildren are fighting the same creature.
So it does never end.
But anyway,
I stopped listening because I got like, and see, whenever you bring up Dungeons and Daddies, you always have this, not tone, but this implication in your words that it's somehow like a show that I hate. But I don't. I listened to like 50 episodes of it. Mm-hmm. I just stopped because I got incredibly bored, because it got to the point where they were repeating the same jokes and the same little bits over and over again, and I didn't feel like they were ever going to get to the point. And I just kind of gave up because I couldn't do it anymore. But I did enjoy it.
This coming from the person that says, I feel like a lot of times
I do
same things over. So yes, I did think at first that you didn't like it, but I kind of just now, I know you're not as interested. So maybe I'm coming in from that angle. So I apologize for any implications I may have caused.
Not that I'm uninterested. I was very interested, and it was a good show. I got tired. I got tired of the same jokes. Especially, what's the character's name? The stepdad. No, not the stepdad. The dad that stepped up. What was that character's name?
Ron.
Holy crap! I got sick of Ron. I got so sick of Ron. Because what's her name that voices him just does the same thing over and over. And it was funny. Like, it was funny for a good 20 or 30 episodes. But change it up a little bit. Like get a new line.
So in season two, she's an emotionally detached warlock.
Is it?
She's basically an emo child.
Okay. Well, hopefully it's... I mean, I might go back to it and listen to it at some point. Because I'm running it and listen to it.
Her character is what, drew me right into the story in the second season. So you'll probably listen to it and go, wow, you're kind of dumb. But no, I just, she was used a lot in this season, and it was just crazy. I thought it was going crazy.
Like for the better, because she was used a lot for the worse for the first season.
In my humble opinion, I really liked her character and what her character went through. But anyway, where I was going with this, while I was watching this, usually they'd say something, and then somebody break in, and they would break in and say, okay, so this would be a good point where you put said sound effect in. So I'm thinking right now, when we talk about, and you said, I feel like, and I put, you feel like what? I will break in and say, now this will be a good point in the podcast where you can insert, you feel like what by Yoda. So now you can do that and throw it in the podcast.
Try that. I don't know where we'll find that. I'll try.
Yeah. I did all that just to get to there. Well, actually, you prolonged it, but no, I like it. Bantering.
Where would we go? Was that our intro?
Yeah.
Move on.
That was us introducing ourselves. Well, I've always said we are a podcast loosely based on World of Warcraft, a Season of Discovery seasonal server.
You know what?
We get off topic.
Even Dungeons and Daddies starts off with they banter before they get into the show. So there we go. We bantered before we got into the show.
I know, I've listened to it before.
I want Sam to banter with us, not look down.
Are you on your phone? Technically, she's on her phone camera-wise.
Okay, so intro.
Sam?
That was it.
Sam? I was gonna ask you a question, Sam. Do you think of yourself as a stepmom or a mom who stepped up? It was a joke that only me and Al get. And probably a couple thousand other people on the internet who aren't listening to us.
Oh, what I wanted to mention. They're doing live tours. We should get our passports and go and see them live.
See, that's a lot of podcasts that
interesting to me.
I would see I was going there. A lot of podcasts I listen to that I enjoy, like thoroughly enjoy, they do live shows, and it sounds so unappealing to me.
Oh, Al,
because they're always. He's just choking. It's fine. If he dies, we can get a new Al.
Okay.
It's Dimitri or Bob.
If I could get a new Al like that on Stewart Street. That's where all the Als go hang out.
You just made the same joke.
I know, right?
But it's better because it's me.
When you've been podcasting for long enough, do you just start repeating the same jokes?
Okay, continue.
Is this a trap that I've fallen into?
Keep going.
Am I broken? What was I even saying?
You're broken, Al, just like broken Matt.
Yeah, every podcast that I enjoy inevitably does a live show, and they're so much worse than their normal shows. Like, I don't know why. I just don't.
They're not edited.
Every time, yeah, it's probably because they're not edited, and there's always like super awkward audience interactions, and like maybe too many pauses for laughs and reactions that don't always come, and it's just it seems so awkward to me.
See, like I have a friend who invited me. She's like, "Will you go see this comedian with me?" I'm like, "That." I'm like, please don't be offended, but I'm like, that doesn't sound appealing to me. Like, I would not enjoy that at all.
Yeah, I don't mind watching comedians over the internet. I don't think I'd want to sit in
but she
like
was
a
like,
club.
She wasn't offended. She was like, okay, that's fine.
I don't think I'd want to sit in a club and watch one live. I'd be like, what if they talk to me?
Like, I went to like a Yuck Yucks thing.
Yeah.
Is that what
I was there.
Did you yuck?
Mostly because it was part of my friend's bachelorette party, but I'm like, I didn't find it that funny.
Which friend? When did you do that?
CJ's.
Really? I don't remember you doing that.
We were in where were we? Niagara Falls.
You went to Niagara Falls?
Yes.
Niagara Falls.
Your bachelorette.
I don't remember that.
I had a shirt that said "Best Man."
Yeah, I think you still do, don't you?
Yeah.
I've been on stage at Yuck Yucks twice.
See, and I feel like that would be super awkward.
Second time was extremely awkward. That's why it was my last.
Did anyone laugh?
Second time, no.
Oh.
See,
I want to know that story.
Well, it was after a long night working at 7-Eleven. I was stressed. I was up all day, and I just went and I told jokes like this. It was the same stuff I told last time. The MC sucked. The audience wasn't in it. At least the first time. It was my first time.
Was this here in town?
No, this was in Hamilton.
Oh.
We went to amateur night constantly, so we saw the same act over and over and over again. But we loved it. We became regulars, so the comedians hung out with us. We went over to some people's houses where they were passing around their little doobies, writing comedy. It was kind of fun.
Is that how people write comedy?
Usually in Hamilton, yeah, they pass around the doobies. In fact, some of the comedians would get up there, they tell their jokes, and they look at us. You guys know, you've been here before, and that's the slur of the alcohol. So
a Yuck Yuck amateur night is just a bunch of drunken people repeating the same jokes.
Perk of the night, alcohol was free for the comedians on stage. Yeah,
and they let you call yourself a comedian.
Amateur, yeah. I was an amateur. But the first night, though, people knew I was new, so it was good. The audience was engaged. The MC was engaging the audience. I mean, he was good, doing good intros. So I went up. There was a good energy in the room, so I got an okay reception. I wasn't great. I wasn't good, but the audience helped to make that a good experience. The second time, I wasn't energetic. The MC kind of sucked. The audience wasn't engaged with anybody, and some guy wanted to fight me by the end.
Why did he want to fight you?
Because I sucked, and the MC came up afterwards, looked at the audience, and said, "I'm sorry."
What is the train of thought? I'm just curious because I've never really had the like true urge to punch someone. But what is the train of thought that leads from I don't find this person funny to I must fight this person?
Okay,
how do you get there?
It's a train of thought that goes through a liquid. Now, pretend this is the liquid. It's called beer. There, that's it.
Yeah, beer doesn't do that to me.
I feel like it would be like the hard liquor mostly.
I get friendlier and nicer when I'm drinking.
No, you don't.
What do you mean? No, I don't.
I don't know.
Yes, he does. Which, by the way, we should
Actually,
do
that is a lie. You do talk a lot more when you're drunk.
We should do some downtown tours, folks. Downtown tours.
See, everybody listening just probably collectively did a huh to Sam when you sounded like shocked that I talk more when I'm drinking, because they're used to listening to this show when you guys struggle to get me to stop talking.
Josh is always drunk.
What?
No, it's
I'm drinking sugar-free citrus carbonated beverage
Out of
at
my
the moment.
sugar cup that
sugar-free
with no alcohol in it.
Sorry, Sam.
I don't have a drink.
So sugar-free A&W root beer.
Nice. I actually don't mind that.
Black coffee.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. You shouldn't put sugar in coffee.
I have 2 clips.
Of ammo?
You have 2.
Oh, hair clips. Okay.
Oh, clips. I was going to say lucky guy, Josh.
Why? That'd be like twice the things to have to worry about.
You got enough room in there. Never mind.
Sam.
Okay, so yeah, that was a
speaking of a stretch. That whole segue was a bit of a stretch. How did we get to there, anyways?
News.
We were trying to get out.
Yes, we were trying to get out.
And we got sucked back in.
Oh, Sam.